And what did you think of the? I assume, did you walk the 12 steps? Did you go to
No,
meetings?
I told you. I wrote it in the book. Here's the problem with AA. I went there for about 2 or 3 months back 27, 8 years ago. But see, I'm an all or none. It's got to be like all of it, or I reject it. Right? I don't water anything down. I don't pussyfoot when it comes to beliefs. You know that about me.
Yeah.
Right? It's like every word of Torah is true, or they just throw the whole thing out the fucking window. Am I right? Is that how I am? Right? It's got to be. There's no room. There's no middle ground with me. AA is a religion in itself, and I'm not talking about like it's church related. I'm not even talking about that. AA is a belief system, and it doesn't work because it's not the exact same belief system as Torah.
Right.
Torah and AA were never designed to be
Congruent. Work together.
cohesive. They can't work together, and here's why. In Judaism, in Torah, the one thing above all else is Torah and mitzvahs. To learn Torah and do the mitzvahs. That's the most important thing. That is why we're here. And it doesn't matter if you drink or not. That's irrelevant. Torah doesn't care if a person drinks a drink this afternoon or not, so long as they put on tefillin and they give tzedakah and they eat kosher food and they keep Shabbos, right? Yeah. AA couldn't give a flying fuck if you keep Shabbos or not. It doesn't care if you put on tefillin or not. It only cares about one thing: don't drink. Those two don't work together. You can't have that the most important thing in the universe is don't drink as your belief system, because this becomes a form of idolatry, if you will. It's a foreign belief to Judaism, which says the only thing is God, Torah, and mitzvahs. And here's where the two don't stem. I've got 1 hour. Right? What do I do with that hour? AA says go to a meeting and don't drink during that hour. And Torah says learn Torah and put on tefillin. But you can have a drink if you want. So you can't be at the AA meeting and sitting home learning Torah or putting on tefillin. You're going to have to drop one of the other, because you can't maintain both religions. It doesn't work that way. And so I had to choose, and at the end of the day, I chose goodbye AA and hello Judaism.
Do you know of Orthodox rabbis who recommend AA?
I don't know.
Say you haven't heard of that.
I don't know. But I would love to have this conversation. I would love for them to hear this part.
Who's them?
Whoever it is that you say. You asked the question. You said, do I know the Orthodox rabbis?
Other Orthodox rabbis. Do you know of Orthodox rabbis who recommend AA?
No, I wouldn't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. But that's my problem with it. So I said it's not for me, and I never went back. You know, and I've heard some from me say, well, I went to it and it worked for me, and I'm like, I'm really glad it worked for them. Right. Whatever. It worked for them. They don't have this black and white kind of thinking, whatever. I can't explain how other people think, and like it worked for them like Baruch Hashem, it worked for them. They don't drink, whatever. Me, it doesn't work. That whole 12-step thing it's not for Rabbi Rabbs. By the way, what does everybody think of our backdrop today? It's a beer, isn't that ironic? It's a Coors beer.
It's covering up the holy books. I have Sporum back there.
It's a holy towel.
I thought Sporum would be the greatest possible backdrop in the world.
We're trying something new this week.
I don't understand why Sporum aren't a sufficient backdrop.
Hey, by the way, show them your once again. Levi's not wearing shoes. Okay, everybody sees that. All right, what do you want to talk about next?
I didn't have anything. I thought we'd just kick back and watch the game, but leave the camera on in case we said.
Is that what we're gonna do?
Interesting.
Okay, so what's
Unless
happening?
you've got something you want to talk about.
No, you want to ask anything else about the book?
I'm just gonna leave the camera on. I might think of it, but
People are going to tune off on this on YouTube. I mean, they're going to see.
no,
it.
I'll let it. I'll only use it on YouTube if this.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 minutes or 5 minutes.
You know what I think is a good YouTube thing on its own is when you were doing your making fun of me when you're making fun of the book.
Yeah.
When you were on that roll, that should be on its own.
Yeah.
That's funny shit. I might put.
Yeah.
I would like to maybe put that on my YouTube because that's some funny shit.
Does your book have a title?
No, right now it's just Rabbs' essays.
Yeah. Maybe it needs a title like Sex, God, and...
I could never think of an thing. So, my thing is like this. I'm not publishing it. I told you that during...
A Modern Lament. Rabb's Complaint.
Lamentations 2.
Lamentations 2.
Yeah, we read it on Tisha B'Av. We should read this on Tisha B'Av. I was going to write a second book, But no.
What would you say? Go ahead.
No, so I was saying that. What was I saying?